What it do, my fools? It's your homeboy Kyutwo in the house. Right now, I'm just doing a little update video explaining what I plan to do in these next few weeks, which is pretty much just take care of some things that I need to take care of in real life and kind of prepared for more Fire Emblem because I do want to keep recording Fire Emblem. But then, like I said, there are things I need to take care of and I need to take care of. Just for my personal life kind of a thing. But one of those videos that I kind of wanted to upload in between was this idea that I had where I pretty much took Pokemon Sword and Shield, and create a Fire Emblem Three Houses Black Eagles team, which I did, and I thought it would be cool if I go online and try to practice with a team, actually try to like get real good with them. But the idea kind of, I kind of lost interest in the idea because I kind of felt like I didn't really think anyone else would like the idea. But I don't know. I can't remember how many videos I have of it, but it's a few. And that's not, and these videos aren't of me going online. These are me practicing. But before I went online, I just kind of like, I don't really think these videos are going to be all that, but I guess I'll just use them as a way to just keep my channel active until I come back and start recording or uploading more Fire Emblem. And besides, I haven't even started on the next Fire Emblem part yet. I'm still working on, I'm still working on the animation stuff, which is going pretty well. The whole point of it was trying to figure out a quick way to animate, which I finally think I did, and I just need to actually put it into practice. But, so regarding Pokemon, just recently, I've been thinking of rebuilding an old team of mine, which is pretty much, you guys know the whole Spirit Stars thing I did, and there was a crossover idea that I was going to do with Spirit Stars on Pokemon, but that was way back in Gen 3, and I keep wanting to update it every generation. So this is a new idea that I had using Kalina's team, bringing it back for the 8th generation Pokemon, because recently I had an idea that I would like make it like kind of actually kind of make it competitive. The reason is because Kalina's team is supposed to be quote unquote weak because her team is supposed to like represent her, but at the same time she's supposed to be like one of the most deadliest teams of the Spirit Stars because that's how smart she was. I mean, Kalina is supposed to be like a mathematician. I mean, her skill level is supposed to be on some Dr. Senku like shit. I'm not playing. That's when I came up with the character. This is before Dr. Stone, by the way. That's how good of a mathematician she was. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. And me, whenever I have a nagging thought, I just kind of have to do it because otherwise the thought won't go away. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the past few days, was trying to work on Kalina's team, the new Gen 8 version. It's going well, except for the fact that I've been trying to get a shiny Lilligant. And a reason why a shiny Lilligant is so important is because the color scheme of a shiny Lilligant matches Kalina, and it looks kind of sweet and innocent like Kalina herself. You gotta think about the Pokemon on her team is that they're supposed to be quote-unquote weak, and also Pokemon that you don't normally see in the competitive scene. I mean, you see Meowstic and Arcanine sometimes in the competitive scene now, but we're talking about like back then, back in Gen 6 when I created this version of it, you weren't seeing none of these Pokemon in the competitive scene. Anyway, but now I've been having these ideas, and I put one idea into practice, and I'm like, holy shit, I don't understand how people aren't using this strat. But so I really want to start working on this new Kalina team. I mean, just as a way to just kind of pass the time while I'm trying to work on other stuff. Keep the keep myself calm and collected, so I don't go crazy worrying about everything. That's kind of where I'm going at with Pokemon now. The other thing was because I was getting real stressed a few weeks ago. Probably not even weeks ago, probably maybe a month ago. I mean, I was getting like really, really stressed out, headaches and everything. So what I decided was to finally play Dragon Ball Fighters. And this was, I mean, I've had Dragon Ball Fighters for a while. I had bought it a long time ago, but never played it for maybe a year. I don't know. All I know is that I've had Dragon Ball Fighters for a very long time, and I've been meaning to play it. I just never got around to actually playing it. And I have it on the computer, and this version here is on the Switch. So I started playing it. I mean, I kind of like it, and at the same time, I almost feel like I kind of want to try my skills online to see how far I get. And that's how much I kind of like this game. So I've been kind of practicing a little bit. You guys can see I've unlocked Android 21. If you know the requirement to unlock Android 21, it means you have to play a lot of the game, or story mode at the very least. So you can see here, this is the team that I've been practicing with the most. Is Beerus, Hit, and Android 21, mostly because Hit and Beerus are kind of some of my favorite characters, and Android 21, she's the waifu, so I gotta unlock her and get good with her. So as for Lord Beerus, when I first started using Lord Beerus, he felt like the most natural character to me. Like, for some reason, his fight style just kind of felt right. Like, I didn't really need to try to look anything up to try to figure out how he worked. I don't know why that was, but I guess maybe because Beerus is my favorite character in Dragon Ball. Just the Dragon Ball in general. Besides Chi-Chi or whatever. Because I like the two characters that put Goku in his place, like Beerus and Chi-Chi. So Hit is a character that I like too, because it kind of reminds me of Wesker in a way, but it's like real polite. He's a nice dude. Just happens to be an assassin. But what got me mostly interested was his play style. He's more mixed up, counter based, and that's the kind of style I like. You guys know I play Wesker in Marvel's Capcom 3, so that's kind of the way I see Hit. As far as Android 21 is very unique, and I kind of wish, not kind of wish, but I do wish that I had started playing with her earlier, because they nerfed her pretty bad. That I only found out recently that she has an ability where she can steal I guess I can't really say she steals a move. What she says, she steals energy from characters, and the kind of energy that she steals is based on what kind of character that character is, whether it be Earthling, Alien, Android, whatever. And based on that energy, she gets an additional move set, and she could use that at any point during the fight. Now, after a certain update, they made it to where she could still absorb the energy, but once you use it, she loses it. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, because what it does is that it frees up her command grab again. So I can keep using her command grab, which is kind of more advantageous, because the command grab at least allows me to keep attacking when somebody's blocking. So it allows me to keep up the pressure. Now with Beerus, this is the thing that I was talking about with Beerus, because he feels the most natural to me. But okay, that time I did that by accident. That time I did the sparking by accident. Um, with Beerus, I had a startling realization when I started playing him with the computer and with other people, watching other people play as Beerus, because there's a replay channel kind of like Smash in this game where you can just sit there and just watch people play. And with Beerus, I just had this startling realization. You know, Beerus, he's kind of weak sauce. Beerus's normal attacks, unlike everybody else, Beerus's normal attacks are very short ranged, and they're actually slow. Like, slower than everybody else. Like, I think you just saw it right there, where his aerial, not really dive kick, but like rising kick, just got beat out by a simple punch from Gohan. And I think that move started first. Like, Beerus' move started first, and then just one little punch from Gohan completely shut out that kick. I mean, I just love watching him do that. I love watching the Beerus bomb get detonated and it blows up the whole area of the Earth. I think he has the best. I
have to say, I'm rather disappointed.
I think Beerus has the best execution for a dramatic finish. When I say the best dramatic finish, I said the best execution, because all he has to do is hit you with the Beerus bomb, and then you press the button for super again. It costs 2 energy bars, but as long as it detonates and kills the opponent, it'll do that regardless of where they are on the stage. So, anyway, yeah, I don't think Beerus is that powerful of a character in this game, which is interesting considering that he is literally the god of destruction, meaning he should be the most powerful character of all in this game. But I just find it interesting, like he just said, interesting, that Beerus is this weak character in this game. But you know how I am when on the concept of quote unquote weak characters. So I'm like, you know what? This is fine. This is perfectly fine. I don't know if I mentioned this before in many of my videos, but back in Melee, Smash Brothers Melee, because I was so happy that Mewtwo was a playable character, and then when I played him, I knew that his moveset was weak, and I was kind of just pissed that I didn't even use like any of the other actual real Mewtwo-ish moves from the actual game. They just used like basic psychic shit, and I was just kind of so pissed about it that I didn't really. I mean, I still used Mewtwo, but I didn't use him seriously. And ever since Brawl, when my gaming skills were actually damn good because I actually practiced with it, I realized that, you know, it doesn't really matter how weak someone's moveset are. You can still win. Kind of like how I felt about Kalina's team that I was talking about before. So, with the whole Beerus situation, you're like, you know what? I should be able to do this. I should be able to handle this. When Mewtwo got back at Smash 4, I was excited because I kind of wanted to redeem myself. But truth is, Mewtwo was actually kind of strong in that in Smash Brothers 4. So, still don't know how he vanished. I don't know how he vanished. But definitely wasn't expecting him to vanish out of that at that part. The level 3 that I was using with Android 21 right there. This right here is just a practice run with the computer. The reason why I'm playing through a tournament is, number one, to get used to 2 out of 3 matches, but at the same time, the real reason is because I can just play through a game while the computer is selecting random characters for me to play against, so I don't have to keep trying to select random characters myself. So I felt like this is a better way to practice, at least in this game anyway. remember doing something like this in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the new challengers. Used to have that game. And yes. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but you know that I should know that I hate Goku Black. Not necessarily because he's Goku or because he calls... Well, actually, he didn't call himself Black. That's what everybody else called him, I believe. But no, it's because it's not Goku. Some dude in Goku's body, Zamsu. Or Zamsu or Zamasu, whichever name. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it because it's not Goku. Because I wanted it to be an actual version of Goku so bad, but it's just some dude in Goku's body. I hate that. Anyway, Monkey D. Luffy, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that is the person who does Luffy's voice, right, from One Piece. I mean, it wasn't before. I remember the Gohan versus Cell saga back in the Bruce Falconer days. I know that's not the voice, but because the Cell versus Gohan saga is my favorite saga in the entire series. But I don't mind the Gohan's new voice, but the old voice is the one that resonates with me. Mostly because Cell versus Gohan was my favorite saga. Oh, right. The other reason why I wanted Dragon Ball Fighters is, well, you guys could tell that it's a cel-shaded anime-ish type of game that's actually done pretty damn well. And I wanted to use that as a reference to the kind of animation style that I'm practicing. To do. Oh yeah, like whenever Trunks gets hit, it sounds like he's squeaking, like a rat. I don't know what Eric Vale was thinking when he was screaming as Trunks, but oh well. Okay, I do like Burning Attack though, just like seeing it. Dragon Ball Fighters has a very impressive cell shading anime style, and this is the style that I kind of want to do for my animation. So, okay, you guys could probably understand why it's taking me so long to do my animations, because this is the style that I want to do. Yeah, there's really no tutorial that exists that tells you how to achieve this particular style. Okay, right then I was trying to actually destroy.
Don't take it personally. Destruction is my job after all.
I was actually trying to destroy Goku Black because I want to destroy Goku Black. And Beerus' jab can hit confirm into its level 3. But the standard combo actually wound up killing Goku Black instead. So I wasn't able to get to his level 3. To kill him with the level 3. Oh well. Like, whenever I get the chance to kill Goku Black or Zamasu, because I know that, what is it, Fused Zamasu is in this game. I really don't even know if it works on Fused Zamasu, but it should. See, that setup that I did right there, like, I was just, like, I didn't even plan it. But it feels like such a good setup for Beerus. Like, I feel like I could be a really good Beerus player. Anyway. Yeah, just keep talking about animation style. The one thing that I'm really not figuring out is how to get that backlighting. Because I think I have everything else as far as the style, the anime style in 3D is concerned, but the backlighting is what's throwing me off. Like, I don't know how to actually achieve that black lighting. And I've been watching other examples of anime, like, get ready for it, Beastars. Because Beastars does have a very impressive 3D and animation thing. And it's not like believe it or not, I actually do like Beastars. I actually do like Beastars. It's got great animation. The music's good. The tension that I feel is good. Storytelling, I mean, a little slow paced, but it's done on purpose to try to tell the story in a certain way. Oh, that's this computer. I got like 3 computers in my room, and I'm looking around to see what made that noise. Okay, so this right here is me deliberately trying to kill him with the level 3. And you guys can see why fighting the computer is bad practice, because you see.
Feels I got a little carried away.
Fighting the computer is bad practice because no human would just run up on me like that.
Prepare to be destroyed immediately, Zamasu.
Eh.
Surely you knew that would happen if you challenged the god of destruction.
Anyway, the reason why the computer was just running up on me like that is it's dashing at me and it's trying to read whatever attack I'm going to do so it'll counter it. Since I wasn't actually doing any attack, it's just standing there, not standing there, it's just rushing at me constantly, trying to counter whatever button I press. So when I went straight into level 3, it couldn't counter it. That's what happened. Oddly enough, it does it again later. But I had 2 different tournaments here. Yeah, okay. You can actually see some of the backlighting that I'm talking about in this image right here. Like in Beerus and Hit on the left side, they got this kind of backlighting. This is the thing that I'm trying to figure out how to achieve in my own 3D animations, which I haven't figured it out yet, and I don't think it's that necessary, but it's like I want to really learn how to do that and maintain it, because even if I put a backlight there, it has to keep moving around with the character, and it has to stay constant.
So, let's get started.
And I'm watching stuff like, oh right, Beastars. And I forgot that I didn't finish talking about what I said about Beastars, and I like a lot of stuff about Beastars. What's the one thing that you don't like, Kyutwo? The plot? Oh god, the plot sucks so bad. And the funny thing about it is, like, you know what the best part about the plot is? The fact that a wolf is trying to fall in love with a rabbit. That's an understatement. That is actually the best part of the plot. Everything else is like, are you fucking serious? What the fuck? Even there's one part where I was just like, what's this? Because I think it's the last episode I saw. I think the last episode I saw, a cheetah girl was like hanging out with her her sheep friend, and she was walking through the mall, and she had like a nice, sexy little outfit on, and I just had this thought, and I was just like, yo, I'm kind of surprised that she didn't like come in some kind of like cheetah skin outfit or something like that. And I just paused for a second. I was like, wait, what the and I was disappointed in myself, because I did not even think to ask this question. How do clothes work in this world? Because she has a leather purse. She has a freaking leather purse. That means some bison died for that purse to exist. I'm like, what? I said this. I mean, it's Beastars is like a good idea that just like y'all didn't not even remotely think about how this world would actually work with animals. I mean, honestly, Beastars feels more like a world that started off with nothing, with just humans, and everybody just got transformed into animals, which is what I thought that was the plot at first. But it wasn't. But then looking more into Beastars, I'm like, no, that's exactly how it feels. It's not what it is, but that's how it feels. everybody was human at one point, and they all got turned into animals. Honestly, that makes the most sense. Anyway, Beerus here tried to I'll try to put pressure on the computer, but the computer is just gonna block everything. You can't really cross up a computer or mix up a computer. You can try; they may succeed sometimes, but a computer just always knows what you're doing at whatever given point in time. But yeah, Beastars graphics-wise is very impressive, and they do have backlighting on their characters. And I'm trying to figure that out. Although I think the way on how they did the backlighting on their characters is different than how they do the backlighting on these characters, these Dragon Ball Fighters characters. So there's definitely different methods of achieving cel-shaded 3D animated style. I think I may have an idea of how they did it in Beastars, but if I'm right, then damn, I have no idea how they did that. I mean, I'm gonna have to really practice to see how they did it. I mean, I can start doing an animation idea that I had. It's only like a few seconds, but basically it's an animated short that's just gonna practice cell shaded animation. So I'm gonna put it on the other channel, my Q2 Animations channel, and the name of it so far, the working title is Holy What? So I guess look out for that if I then never get around to making it. It shouldn't take me that long. The real test of me making it is going to be how long does it take me to make it. Because it really does take a long time to do animations. I was just thinking about this before I even started recording. But there's this fan animation that another YouTuber started. I believe her name is Artist Gamer Girl. I could be wrong, Artist Gamer Girl. But she started like this Legend of Zelda series. All hand-drawn animation. And I've been keep looking and saying like, has she started the next episode yet? Because I'm really interested in her cartoon, in her little animation. That was me firing off the ball a little too early. It was all charged up thanks to her energies. Don't know how he blocked that. But anyway. Artist Gamer Girl's animation. I wish I could remember what it's called. It's like Zelda High or something like that. Or Zelda Hero High, something like that. But it's really interesting. I enjoyed a lot watching it, but I have not seen an episode in a long time. A new episode in a while. And I know it's all hand-drawn and everything like that, but that's kind of the reason. the fact that it's been so long since I've seen a new episode, it's just encouraging me to continue doing what I'm trying to do, because when sorry. Got it.
Select your fighter. Beerus. Before creation comes destruction.
My time skip is unbeatable.
Android 21.
Appetite is insatiable.
The battle's about to start.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. I honestly thought I would get through my recording without something like that happening. That came out of nowhere too. Usually I can feel when that is about to happen.
Well then, whenever you're ready.
So anyway, you guys probably noticed that I beat that first tournament without losing an entire character. And I was kind of proud of that, and the computer setting is at default. So I was confident in playing another tournament while practicing as Beerus without losing another character. But then I started to lose characters. And I was actually getting really upset with it. I was very angry. So this second tournament, I'm actually playing pissed off. I don't know if you guys can tell, because I'm not as patient in this one. Though that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm making bad decisions. Because whenever I'm angry and upset, it's the same play style, but just quicker. Trust me, I'm making the same thoughts, but it's just a lot quicker. Anyway, I'm sorry about that disruption. I really don't know what happened. I can't even remember what I was talking about before. Right, I was talking about Zelda High. I want to be able to make cartoons very quickly. And you guys know that I could do 2D animation, 2D hand-drawn animation, but it takes so long that I'm so mad at the fact that level 3, not level 3. The third hit on Beerus' normal attack, I was actually able to cancel it, even though I was trying my best to cancel it before, during practice. And since I kept failing, I just thought that it was impossible to actually cancel the third hit. It's the one where he crosses you up. But when I saw that when I canceled the move by accident, I saw that it's possible, which meant that during practice, basically when I saw it that I actually accidentally canceled it, it only pissed me off even more. So now I'm just even more pissed off. So anyway, yeah. Keep saying hand-drawn animation takes a long time. I want to do 3D because 3D takes a long time too. But the reason why 3D takes a long time is because you have to set up. You have to do a lot of setup. So I have to model out the characters, rig them, and all that stuff. The quick part of it is if you use motion capture. But of course, using motion capture isn't exactly perfect either. So what I'll probably wind up doing is use motion capture and then just clean up the motion capture. Hopefully this will be a quick way for me to do a kind of 2D-ish looking thing. Something similar to how this game looks. Something similar to how this game looks, except just easy to make, I guess. So that time I did switch out thinking that it would combo, but it didn't really combo. Because once I caught Gohan, I just wanted to get rid of him as soon as possible. But I thought a tag switch would combo, but obviously it didn't.
A god of destruction helping me with my hunt? Should I feel honored?
I know I looked down and saw that I didn't have meter to use a super, so I was just like, I'll just do a tag switch. Oh well, anyway. I don't know what's wrong with my Joy-Cons, but I think I might have to get new Joy-Cons before trying anything out online, because the X button seems to not work sometimes. That and the joystick on the left side, sometimes it moves without me touching it. Like, the joystick itself will be stationary, but I guess somehow an input is being registered while nobody's touching it. I mean, it's been doing that for a while, but it's been doing it a little more lately. So I should probably get more Joy-Cons before I get too much into playing new games. The other thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to bring back the games that I skipped, like Mario Tennis, Mario Plus Rabbids, Breath of the Wild. I want to start uploading those videos too, because I still have all the footage. I still need to make the render the actual videos, and that's because back then I only had one good computer for rendering, which is this one. But now I have this other computer that I can use for rendering, which is what I used for most of the Fire Emblem rendering.
All together now. This is perfect.
Just like watching the Ginyu Force. Crazy bunch of goons. I didn't even notice Goldo was there. I almost said Gibdo, like the enemy from Legend of Zelda. Yeah, you see, even if Beerus crosses them up, he was able to read it and run backwards, Captain Ginyu. And you see, I did it there, and he just turned around and blocked it. So it's not a... If they're ready for that cross-up, then it's not a viable option. So that's why I was learning how to cancel it. Or trying to learn how to cancel it. Oh, well. So, I did mention that. I have not been playing Fire Emblem after I beat it on Crimson Flower. And I was wondering which house I should do next. Should I do Black Eagles again, just don't save Edelgard? Or should I do one of the other houses? I'll be honest, I think what I want to do is do Golden Deer next. And this is mostly because I've been watching another YouTuber play Golden Deer, but I've been skipping all the cutscenes so I don't get spoiled. I've just been watching them play the actual battles. If you want to know the YouTuber, it's Nat Nikki. She's mostly a Disney fanatic, but she's been playing some Fire Emblem, and I've been trying to encourage her to play more Fire Emblem. And the other thing is that she's been trying to... Before she was playing Fire Emblem, she was playing Jungle Book on your Super Nintendo. A game I have played in my youth. A lot. She's got 2 videos and she doesn't have any more videos. I can only assume that the reason is because she made it to the most memorable stage of that game, being the King Louis stage, and probably hasn't beaten it yet because it is the King Louis stage. Disney Interactive did not play around.
I guess I'll destroy you now.
But yeah, I kind of want to get into the Golden Deer House now. So I'll probably just play it on hard mode classic again. And then I'll play Blue Lions hard mode classic, and then I'll play Black Eagles again, but that one will be on maddening mode. And hopefully I'd have enough information of what to do in maddening mode. Now, believe it or not, I beat this with a perfect, though I don't think I should have, because all I'm doing is just jumping around and attacking, but it's working for some stupid reason. I just mean beating, I only meant beating Captain Ginyu, not the whole batch. But like I said, I'm angry as I'm playing this right now. So as far as other games, oh right, well, number one, like, man, I really want to play Luigi's Mansion 3, but I still don't own a copy of it. I should probably just go do that, but like I said, I've got stuff I need to take care of in real life, and that stuff costs money. So the games that I do have right now, Fire Emblem Warriors, and I also have, or my brother has, Age of Calamity. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I definitely want to play that one and record myself playing that one. So I think that'll be a good idea. I just want to see this again. Let's see. So I have
I wonder if I took it too far.
what, Mario plus Rabbids, Mario Tennis Aces, Breath of the Wild.
Legendary assassin from Universe 6. You have some skill. I'll grant you that.
And the other two games I want to play, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and maybe some Fire Emblem Warriors, and then Fire Emblem Three Houses. I think that's it. I mean, I want to play Luigi's Mansion 3, but I don't have it yet. And of course, Dragon Ball Fighters, but I've already beat story mode, and to be honest, the Android Saga story mode is actually really boring. It was a real trek having to go through that. But I did it because I have Android 21 unlocked. Now, as much as I hate Goku Black, and I mean I hate Goku Black, I do enjoy this intro with Beerus and Goku Black. Oddly enough, I enjoy both of their intros. Fun fact about Goku Black: this is actually something really cool about Goku Black. His voice actor in English. I mean, not Goku Black, because Goku Black's voice actor is Sean Schemmel. Actual Zamasu is actually the guy who played Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Did you guys know that?
Now then, I've lost considerable clout as a god because of you. Another foolish god that continues to allow the worthless mortals to live.
And personally, I'm like, allowed the worthless mortals to live. Have you met Beerus? Have you met Beerus? What mortals is he letting live? Boy, kills on a whim.
Not good enough. It's your turn.
I put in a lot of practice with Hit, too. But you guys could probably see that. I think out of all the characters that I put practice in Hit, is definitely the one I put the most time in.
I need to finish this fast.
Hang on a second. See, that one I felt coming. Pause. The other one, I don't know what happened.
Are you even trying?
Okay, so those are the games I want to play. I of course need to get all the footage. Even though the other computer that I have that I use for rendering works, I mean, it's still considerably slower than this PC, so it is still going to take some time. But at least I don't have to sit there and wait for the render to be done, and it takes days to render videos sometimes. That's why I didn't want to do. That's why I wanted to like figure out some kind of way to render while still being able to work. And the graphics card on this main PC is actually kind of used up. Oh, right. So there's a setup that I can do here. I was trying to do that setup, but the computer won't let me. But the set... Okay, this is when it would happen right here. See? The exact same thing happened because the computer's trying to read whatever my next button is.
Don't take it personally. Destruction is my job after all.
But there's a setup that I can do where if I use the enemy has to be directly in the corner for this to work though. But I can use hits fireball forward and fireball forward light and then light attack again while they're in the corner. If I hit them, I can hit confirm that into Beerus' level 3 and it'll connect.
Another foolish god that continues to allow the worthless mortals to live.
I really don't like you. In real talk, there are certain characters that I love to hate, and then there are just characters that I just hate. And Goku Black is just one of those characters I just hate. It's mostly because it's Zamasu. I mean, when I first heard about Goku Black, I was like, oh, it must be Goku from Universe 6. Hold on. I was like, it has to be Goku from Universe 6 because if Universe 6 got revived because of Champa's... Was it? No, it was Beerus' wish. Beerus' wish to make Universe 6 Earth come back to life, then it brings Goku back to life, but Universe 6 is like the opposite of Universe 7, so Universe 6 would be like, would have like a evil Goku. I was like, he has to be Universe 6 Goku, but no, he's not. It's just Zamasu in Goku's body. And Zamasu is a little bitch. It's like he is the scrub of the Dragon Ball universe. He's literally the scrub of the Dragon Ball universe. It's like when he loses, it's like, I didn't lose because I'm bad. I lost because everybody's an asshole or something. Like, I don't know what his problem is. And if this is the funny thing, because I do hate Frieza, but I feel like my hatred for Frieza is just, merited. Because it's Frieza. I mean, Frieza's a tyrant. How could you like a tyrant? I mean, Frieza's a tyrant that ruled the Saiyan. Well, the Saiyan race was kind of vicious anyway. I mean, even without Frieza. But he was more of a slave master.
I turn them into candy. They make for the best sweets.
So I was like, I feel like that my hatred for Frieza is warranted, but I hate Goku Black so much more. Yeah. Saying I hate Frieza. Yeah, I know Frieza looks like Mewtwo. Yada yada yada. No, I still hate the guy. I do like the way he's designed, but I still hate the guy. With Goku Black, I was like, oh god. But I guess there's not really so much Goku Black. It's just Zamasu. I was like, oh, I hate this guy. You guys can see that I don't even have all the characters unlocked because I didn't buy any of the characters. Yeah, I am aware of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Insta Kill, Big Bang Kamehameha. I am aware. I have the replays saved. People be going for that too. And of course, Broly with super armor. Of course, Broly should have super armor because it's Broly. And then, of course, Dragon Ball Super Broly, which
I guess I'll destroy you now.
Dragon Ball Super Broly I personally call politically correct, socially acceptable Broly because he's actually a nice dude. He's just misguided and misunderstood, which is not Broly at all. Now, Broly, the original Broly, Dragon Ball Z Broly, that's a character that I loved to be scared of. And I was like, oh god, I don't want to fight this guy. I'm like, I'm scared. This Broly, I'm scared, man. I mean, Broly's scary, dude. So imagine my... You can imagine my fit when I started seeing Kale do the same thing. I'm like, oh god, Kale, and I thought you were hot too. I definitely thought Kale was waifu material, and then, oh my gosh, he's Broly. He's literally Broly. Kefla, I'm not really that much into. And I guess that's mostly because I'm not so much into Caulifla. I think Caulifla's an okay character. I don't... It's like I don't love her, but I don't hate her either. To me, she's just kind of there. Same thing with the other guy. Kaba? Yeah, Kaba. Okay, Super Saiyan 4. Every time I see that blue, I say Super Saiyan 4. I don't know why. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is a really hard character for me to fight. And I think it's because he just has a lot of coverage. And I mean, especially trying to use the Beerus against him. I think that because Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta like destroyed my Beerus. And now it's just a computer. Like I really couldn't do anything because he would rush in and then his projectiles would either bypass or destroy my own projectiles. And of course his normals are better than Beerus's because everybody's normals are better than Beerus's. I mean, of course, this time I had the advantage of not caring, but I swear that I think that's Launch in the background when Tien's back turned toward the camera, but it's not Launch. It's not Launch at all. Okay, so this is the last match, and now let's have to end this up. I'm going to try to be more active across my 3 YouTube channels. Might do my old YouTube Kyutwo channel as maybe an update channel where I just kind of post life stuff. The animation, of course, be my animations and I guess Kyutwo videos. See, Beerus just got shut out by that, but of course he's supposed to get shut out because I think launchers are supposed to have invincibilities on them. I think that sweep came out earlier than Beerus's cross up. But I do like that. You use the heavy attack and then just launch I call them atom bombs because they look like, because they're bombs, but they look like atoms, but they're spears of destruction. Just use the hard punch, heavy punch, and just send a spear of destruction after them. It's still hard for me to do that aerial combo. I've done it before, but it's the one thing that's hard for me to do for some reason. And here's the computer blocking everything again.
Let's begin.
And then when I try to cross them up, look at this dash. I just said forget it. Command grab. And that's the other thing about Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He has that rush down move. I clearly crossed him up and it auto-corrected into my face. So even if I cross up that Vegeta, that move on Vegeta, it'll auto-correct and point in the correct direction. Well, as pissed off as I was, I did want to end this way. Because I do love Android 21's aerial level 3. Especially the way it ends a fight. She's definitely one of my favorite characters. She's definitely waifu. I wish the good Android 21 was available though. Is there a way to actually make good 21 available? Because as far as I know, there isn't. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, take care of yourselves and have a very good night. Peace!